Alright. What's up, y'all? Shows most does most. Christian, we're back in that video. We got that boy Keyman. How Dashie went from $0 to a millionaire. Let's see what's going on with this. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Follow us social media will pop on the screen. And let's see. We're on the road to 500.
What up? It's Dashie!
This crazy energy made Dashie a legend and multi-millionaire. But just a few years ago, he was a broke rapper working dead-end retail jobs who literally got fired after the FBI raided his workplace.
Oh, wow.
One day I'm working, I hear this dude say, "Everybody away from the keyboard." FBI raided the place. They fired everybody the next day, so your boy was kind of stuck.
So how did he go from rock bottom to becoming the loudest success story on the internet? This is how Dashie went from $0 to millionaire. Now let's go way back to the beginning. Dashie, also known as Charlie Guzman, was born in the Dominican Republic on June 11, 1980. He was raised in a two-parent working class immigrant household to Mr. and Mrs. Guzman. Dashie also has two siblings, an older brother named Jose and a younger sister named Susie. Dashie is of the Dominican Republic descent and lived there for his early childhood. At the age of 8, his family immigrated to Florida in the United States. But there was a problem. He didn't know English. He only spoke Spanish and had to learn English from scratch.
English is not my first language. I didn't even learn a word of English till I was 8 years old. 8 years of my whole life, I didn't even speak a word of English.
Growing up, Dashie was always interested in movies, TV shows, rap music, and gaming. And a lot of these interests came from his older brother.
I love Martin because my brother used to watch Martin. When you're a jit, you got an older brother. You watch what they watch, you listen what they listen to. You listen to rap music, that's what I listen to. Everything that I am is because of what he used to do, because you kind of just look up to him. He played Nintendo, I play Nintendo. Just whatever he did, I wanted to do.
But unfortunately, that wasn't enough to drag him away from his real life problems. When Dashie came
Apparently you can go from 0 to a complete site in just a single prompt with Wix Harmony. I don't know if this is going to be possible. Where vibe coding meets drag and drop freedom. We'll see about that.
As she came to America, he hated school. He had terrible grades and possibly undiagnosed ADHD, which explains why he can't sit still in his videos today. But the worst part was high school. He had severe acne and the kids were ruthless. He remembers one specific roast where a classmate told him his face looked like a pizza with cheese peeled off. I'm not gonna lie, bro, that's diabolical to say to somebody. But yeah, that comment hurt him, but it forced him to build thick skin. Dashie learned early on that if you can laugh at yourself, nobody can hurt you. Yo, real quick, if you want to see the real me, live and unfiltered, pull up to my new stream channel, Kayama's World. The link is in the description. Go subscribe real quick. But while he was struggling in school, he was already on his grind. In the mid-90s, at just 14 years old, Dashie started working at Publix, a grocery store based in the east coast of the USA. And Dashie didn't just work there for the summer, he stayed there for years. Dashie graduated high school around the spring of 1999, and then he shortly tried college in the early 2000s. We don't really know if he graduated, but honestly, Dashie's head wasn't in the books. It was in the music. See, before he wanted to be a YouTuber, Dashie wanted to be a rapper. In the early 2000s, he made a music group called the Ninja Hood with his best friends, Shadow T and Sport, and they were dead serious about this. They were burning mixtapes onto CDs, selling them out of their trunks, and trying to get signed. But unfortunately, by the mid-2000s, Dashie's rap dream was fading. He was in his mid-20s, still working retail, and feeling stuck. But this is where the story gets kinda crazy. Dashie had been working at Publix since he was 14, so that's over 5 years. And Publix has this policy where they give employees stock in the company. So in the mid-2000s, Dashie decided to quit and quote-unquote retired from Publix to cash out on his stocks.
It was somewhere around 20 G.
You heard that right, $20,000.
I ain't never seen money like that in my life.
But look what he did with it. He didn't blow it on cars or jewelry. He focused on his family family first and paid his dad's debt off.
I took that cheese, I paid my dad's credit cards off.
Which is amazing, but Dashie had to treat himself too.
And I bought me a TV.
But there was a problem. The public's rule was if you cash out your stock, you're banned from working there for a year. You can't come back.
So I had to get another job because I'm like, 20 G's ain't gonna hold me up.
Dashie was unemployed and desperate. Luckily, he eventually landed a generic office job at a billing company. Dashie was sitting in a cubicle, bored out of his mind, spending half of his shift secretly watching YouTube videos. And then one random afternoon, something bad happened.
So I'm working, I hear this dude, everybody away from the keyboard. I'm like, who playing a prank? FBI raided the place. I'm seeing the dudes with the vest and guns. I'm like, bro, so I move away from the keyboard, like, don't. They was yelling.
Dashie's life flashed before his eyes. He was panicking, thinking, oh my.
Nah, that's crazy, bro. Imagine you mid watching a video and a dude say, hey, stop this. Hey, get off the keyboard. Buku like 10 people deep, full of SWATs. Come at your work spot. Nah, that's crazy. No,
my God, the FBI is here because I illegally downloaded some music.
So I'm thinking like, bro, I just downloaded some music. That was my first thought. Yeah. I'm like, I'm about to get locked up.
But it wasn't about the music. The FBI took everybody's IDs and some computers because the company was doing some shady stuff. They let everybody go home that night. But the next day, everybody was fired.
So I'm like, bro, I couldn't go back to Publix because I had to wait a year. So your boy was kind of stuck at that time. So your boy had to get on unemployment, looking for another job.
He eventually picked up a short job at a movie rental shop called Blockbuster just to pay the bills. But Dashie was still lost. His rap career wasn't going anywhere. The office job got raided by the feds and he was back at square one. But Dashie's whole life changed when he was watching a YouTube video of somebody dubbing over an old Mario Kart cartoon. At the time, Dashie was just a regular YouTube viewer. He wasn't really making content, and his oldest publicly known channel was made in 2006. But after seeing those dubbed over videos, Dashie thought to himself, yo, I can make this way funnier. So sometime around the late 2000s, Dashie started downloading episodes of old cartoons and dubbing them over with his own wild urban scripts. Dashie would spend hours editing these, obsessing over every line just to make his friends laugh. He didn't really care about the fame, he just did it for fun.
Just for fun. So I'll upload them so that I can like send the links to like my coworkers, my friends.
He even built his own website called Nasun just to host these clips. And this is where he started catching a little bit of traction. One of Dashie's dubs got posted onto World Star Hip Hop, which was a huge website for viral content back in the day. Dashie started getting legitimate traffic, but then disaster struck. Networks started claiming the cartoons he was dubbing, and the YouTube copyright system started taking his videos down.
That's why I had to stop doing them, because every time I would, like, I had a whole channel and then like a bunch of them keep getting hit up.
After 3 strikes, Dashie's page was gone. His first channel and all of his hard work disappeared. There isn't really any recorded records as to how.
That's why we ain't never see the Dashie videos and the cartoons. They took them down. That's crazy.
How many subscribers he gained, but it was a lot for the time. Dashie was severely depressed about this, but this taught him the most important lesson of his career. He needs to make his own content. He realized he couldn't rely on dubbing other people's cartoons. He had to film himself.
After that, I noticed that people were doing original content. I was like, yo, I want to make original content too. I got a lot of ideas.
So Dashie created a new channel. He took his old nickname Dashie from the rap group he was a part of called Ninja Hood, and since he was editing on a computer running Windows XP, he just put them together and called himself Dashie XP. The Dashie XP channel was created on March 16th, 2010, but he had a problem. He didn't have a camera, but luckily he got a discount at Best Buy for a flip video camcorder. After that, he made his first skit titled How to Sit Down.
Don't you hate standing up for a long ass time? I hate that shit, man. You start looking at your wrist like you got on a watch and shit. Then you bend down and your knees be hurting and shit. Fuck.
It was random, low budget, but it was Dashie. Even though Dashie loved making skits, he would experiment with different things from time to time. During the spring of 2010, there was a video titled The Best Cry Ever that was going viral, and it's now sitting at over 100 million views. But back in 2010, it was still kicking off. Dashie saw the video and thought, yo, what if I auto-tune this? Nobody's done it before. So Dashie would use his music software that he used to make rap music on, auto-tuned it, and uploaded it. And it exploded. It went so viral that one of the biggest YouTubers at the time, Ray William Johnson, featured it on his show E=3. Dashie, being a genius, put a link in the description directing all those millions of viewers to his new skit channel. And it worked. Good. People came for the auto-tune but stayed for his skits. Then Dashie kept on dropping bangers like Ghetto Mortal Kombat.
What the fuck was that? Yo, did that motherfucker just sneeze?
And more series of popular video game, comic book, and anime culture characters. Ray William 10, the Dashie XP YouTube channel hit 10,000 subscribers. He also launched a side channel called Dashie XP 2 on June 24th, 2010. This channel was for unboxings, bloopers, and just hanging out with his friends. But even though Dashie was getting massive internet fame, Dashie was still going through it. He was once living in a nice apartment with a roommate and split the rent. But tragically, his roommate had a heart condition and passed away suddenly during a surgery.
I met him at Publix. Rest in peace. He passed.
It was a heartbreaking loss, but it also left Dashie with a financial nightmare. He couldn't afford the rent alone. Dashie was working 2 jobs, but it wasn't enough. His bills piled up, phone bill extensions, car insurance, late fees on rent, until finally one day he came home to a note on his door saying, "Evicted."
I got evicted.
He had just 3 days to get out. He scrambled to a rental agency and found a cheaper apartment, but it wasn't easy. Dashie was going through so much mental turmoil, but luckily life was starting to turn around for him. By mid-2011, Dashie hit 50,000 subscribers on his Dashie XP skit channel, while still working retail jobs on the side just to survive. Dashie was funny and talented, but he was tired of being broke. He needed something new, something he could record every day without writing a script, something that combined his love for gaming with his loud personality. It was time to pick up a controller. Before he ever hit record, Dashie was already a hardcore gamer. He grew up on Mega Man, Mortal Kombat, Mario, and much more, but he never thought about filming it. It took a push from his friend Jesse Wellens from the YouTube channel Prank vs. Prank to make it happen.
My boy Jesse, he hit me up saying, "Yo, you should do a gaming channel. I feel like you got the personality for it." And I was like, eh.
On September 13th, 2011, he officially created the Dashie Games YouTube channel. On that same day, he uploaded his first video, a teaser for Dead Island on PS3. By late September 2011, he hit 100 subscribers. And by December 2011, he hit 1,000 subscribers. His early videos were a little bit awkward because he was trying to find his voice. And then he realized something important. Skits took weeks of writing and editing, while gaming only took a few hours. It was much more efficient to create content with. So Dashie locked in and ran his skit channel and gaming channel at the same time. He would make high production skits on his main channel and tell his audience to watch his gaming channel. This transferred a lot of his audience over to that YouTube channel. On Dashie's early gaming videos, he didn't really show his face, and it was
I'm still trying to get my gaming channel to work out too. I just got to get a lot of things, going on with that. But we're gonna do it. It's gonna be this year though. This is gonna be the year that we drop the gaming channel. So.
Commentary. Eventually, he started showing his face in his videos, and he developed his own style, always wearing a hat, cussing like a sailor, and doing crazy edits. By the time it was summer, on July 5th, 2012, Dashie uploaded his first Happy Wheels video. At the time, another YouTuber named PewDiePie was dominating with that game, but Dashie made it his own. He was more louder, more aggressive, and way more urban, if you want to say that. These videos started averaging 300k to 500k views in only a couple days. By August 2012, Dashie hit 50,000 subscribers. Then he started playing more horror games, such as Slender Man. The contrast between his tough guy rap persona and him screaming in terror made for great comedy. Dashie's combo of Happy Wheels and Slender Man made him blow up. On November 20th, 2012, the Dashie Games YouTube channel hit 100,000 subscribers.
It popped off, and I was having a lot of fun doing it. So it's like, it was a win-win.
At this point, Dashie's growth was exponential. 200k subs in March 2013, 300k subs in June 2013, and 400k subs in August 2013. And by October 2013, the Dashie Games YouTube channel hit 500,000 subscribers, and the Dashie XP YouTube channel hit 600,000 subscribers by December 2013. By late 2013, Dashie was blowing up, but in reality, he was still struggling. Dashie was still living alone, which meant he still had to pay bills. At the time, he was working at Best Buy and Publix for a second time. Funny enough, Dashie actually put a lot of his coworkers in his videos. They never did YouTube before, but he was just like, be yourselves. And those videos came out entertaining, but balancing 2 jobs and a fast-growing channel was burning him out. Eventually, Dashie looked at his bank account and realized something crazy. He started making more money off YouTube than his regular jobs, so he had to make a decision. He quit Best Buy first, and then in late 2013, he took the ultimate leap of faith. He quit his job at Publix. Dashie said it was scary because YouTube wasn't a stable career back then, but his mindset was, hey, if I don't upload, I don't eat. But you gotta think to yourself, why did Dashie blow up this fast during this?
And that is true. And that is true. If you don't upload, you don't eat at all. You gotta upload videos, bro. It could take you so many videos just to get to that point of stance, bro. And I want everybody to know, it doesn't matter how many videos you got on your channel. I promise you like same as you don't drop a song. If you don't drop a song or EP or Ain't nobody mentioning you, you're gonna fall. And nobody gonna remember you. But if you keep just showing snippets on Instagram, Twitter, and all that, you might be good. But that's something different though. But back to YouTube though. You gotta post. If you don't post, or at least meet up with a fan and get posts of, you might fall back. Just say fall back. I don't like saying fall off. You're gonna fall back a little bit. You're gonna keep falling back till nobody realize you went all the way to the back.
Era. There's this metric on YouTube called average view duration and watch time. Average viewer duration measures the percentage of a video that people watch, and watch time is the total hours spent watching. YouTube's algorithm only cares about one thing: keeping people on the app. The higher your viewer duration, the more YouTube pushes your video. Have you guys ever watched a YouTuber sat down and thought, why do people watch this guy? He's so boring. Dashie did the exact opposite. To get that high viewer duration, he used high energy, non-stop yelling, and crazy charisma. Oh, we can't forget the super fast editing all in one video. You would get laughter, straight chaos, and pure rage.
Okay, stop. Stop!
He also capitalized on GTA 5 when it launched in 2013. His GTA 5 videos were hilarious, and you can't forget Geometry Dash. He would rage like crazy. By February 2014, Dashie hit 700,000 subscribers on Dashie Games and Dashie XP, and by April 2014, Dashie XP hits 800k subscribers. Then in May 2014, Mario Kart 8 dropped. This series became legendary, but not because Dashie was good at the game. It was because he hated Donkey Kong.
I'm in first, y'all. Drift on him. Dude, please, sir, please. Please, sir, please. What? Who did the goal, dog? You bitch!
By May 2014, the Dashie Games YouTube channel hit 800,000 subscribers. Sometime in 2014, Dashie went to a Ubisoft event for a Far Cry game. While he was there, he met this other creator. His name was Corey X Kenshin.
Corey
I had seen
Kitchen
his videos, and mind you, this is before Corey like popped off. Corey just in videos always had this energy, and I just immediately I was like, yo, this cat about to be it right here. In person, when I met him, we just vibe. You know when you just vibe with somebody, same sense of humor, and that's where, and we just always kept in touch. And then I would see him again and again in different things, and then we just kind of became good friends.
By June 2014, Dashie XP hit 900,000 subscribers, and by August 2014, the Dashie Games YouTube channel hit 900,000 too, and his third channel, Dashie XP2, hit 200,000 subscribers. At the time, Dashie would upload daily, but he cut down to 3 times a week to avoid getting burnt out. And finally, on January 3rd, 2015, Dashie did it. His Dashie Games YouTube channel officially hit 1 million subscribers, and a couple months later, on March 10th, 2015, his skit channel Dashie XP also crossed 1 million subscribers. And around this exact same time, his third channel Dashie XP2 hit 300k subs. Dashie was killing it, but little did he know his biggest moments were coming in the future. Wanna know the real difference between creators who blow up and the ones who get stuck? It's not talent, it's having a proven blueprint. For the past 16 years, I've been building and consulting channels that have generated over 300 million combined.
You show. We need proof of evidence of that, dog. We don't need just you just trying to show your PayPal.
One-time game. It became a series with over 170 episodes, and because of this game, Dashie's gaming channel exploded. On November 28th, 2015, just 2 months after the game came out, Dashie hit 2 million subscribers on Dashie Games. The reason why this series became so big, because Dashie's personality was unmatched and chaotic, and he would also freestyle to the pause screen music, and his fans loved it.
Go back to soup. Go back to soup.
It was chaotic, but it was also wholesome. By September 11th, 2016, the Dashie Games YouTube channel hit 3 million subscribers. And literally one day later, on September 12th, 2016, his skit channel, Dashie XP, hit 2 million subscribers. And even his random vlog channel, Dashie XP2, was cruising at over 400,000 subscribers. Let me put y'all on some game real quick. Dashie was making millions of views per video during this era, and his most viewed video has over 11 million views. So how much money is that? Well, YouTube has this thing called CPM and RPM, cost per mil and revenue per mil. CPM is how much advertisers pay per 1,000 views. RPM is what the creator actually keeps after YouTube takes their 45% cut. For gaming content, the average CPM is around $4.55. After YouTube takes their cut, the creator's RPM is usually around $2.50. So if you take that $2.50 and multiply it by...
That's kind of messed up. Hold on, wait a minute. You would be thinking you about to get so good, and then here comes 2 swipe it. Let me get that percentage off of you. Let me get that percentage off of you, young buck.
11,000. I'll leave you guys to do the math on how much he made off that one video. If you can't figure it out, don't worry. I'll break it down later in the video, so keep watching. Dashie also mastered the art of clickbait, but not the lying kind, the genius kind. He perfected his thumbnail formula, extreme close-up faces, and all caps titles. It was simple, but it generated billions of views. By October 21st, 2017, Dashie Games hit over 4 million subscribers, and his third channel, Dashie XP2, hit over 500,000 subscribers. But behind the scenes, something was wrong. The screaming, the energy, the constant uploads, it was starting to take a toll on his health. By the end of 2017, the YouTube meta was shifting. Chaotic screaming Let's Plays were dying down, and people were leaning towards chill streams or crazy high production Mr. Beast videos. For the first time in years, Dashie was hitting a plateau, and people were starting to complain that his loud persona was starting to feel repetitive or forced. And behind the camera, his living situation wasn't any better. Back in March 2016, Dashie rented a house in Los Angeles to be closer to the Hollywood industry, but he hated it. He didn't like the traffic, he didn't vibe with the fake people, and living there was expensive. On top of that, he was getting constant noise complaints from his neighbors. So in June 2018, he moved back to Florida. Even though Dashie wasn't growing as much as before, his fan base never abandoned him. In 2018, his third channel, Dashie XP2, hit 600k subs. In 2019, it hit 700k subs. And in November 10th, 2019, the main gaming channel, Dashie Games, crossed over 5 million subscribers. Even though these were big milestones, Dashie was still struggling with something: his health. Dashie was overweight. Before the pandemic hit in March 2020, Dashie went to the doctors for a routine checkup, and they ran a blood test on him.
Go to the doctor, did the little thing, blood test, all of that. They're like, yeah, I see that you have a little fatty tissue in your liver. I'm like, whoa, I don't like how that sounds.
Yeah.
Liver, fatty tissue.
Yeah.
I'm like, what I gotta do to handle that?
Yeah.
Doctor says, lose weight. Like that day,
Yeah.
I was like, that's it.
Yeah.
Fatty tissue, liver, liver? Nah.
Nah, bro, I don't pray that to for nobody. That's why I said it's a point of time you could be fat, but like, bro, when it get to that point and you be having like other stuff going on too, like, it might be that time for you to go hit that, go hit them weights, get the treadmill, get in that treadmill, get to that mode, bro. I'm for real.
To live her alone.
When Dashie came back home from the doctors, he opened his fridge and tossed away every single piece of unhealthy food. He took a short break from YouTube, and when he came back, he looked noticeably skinnier. He had a super strict diet, started intermittent fasting, and was doing cardio for 45 minutes a day. Dashie lost over 50 pounds due to this. It completely changed him, and his audience respected his discipline. It actually strengthened his bond with his fans. By late 2020, Dashie hit 2.5 million subscribers on his Dashie XP YouTube channel and 800k on his Dashie XP2 channel. Bro's life was turning around for the better, and his channels were still growing. A lot of creators from the 2012 era fell off because they didn't know how to build a brand. Dashie survived because he turned his entire personality into intellectual property. Dashie wasn't just a gamer, he had popular catchphrases and inside jokes that only his fans could relate to. But the smartest thing he did was his look. Dashie's always wearing a hat, and people have theories that Dashie might be bald. Because Dashie barely changes his look by wearing a hat and headphones, he kinda turned himself into a cartoon character. This makes him instantly recognizable. By November 20th, 2021, the Dashie Games YouTube channel hit over 6 million subscribers, and his side channel, Dashie XP2, hit 900k. Around the same time, even though Dashie's one of the biggest creators on the planet, he still feels like a normal guy. Dashie's always been humble, and it's because his family always supported him, and that positive energy reflects back into his audience. Dashie's comment section is known as one of the most positive spaces on YouTube. It's honestly rare to see a hate comment on his channel, and his fans are the main reason he stays motivated to keep posting.
I can see like how much they appreciate it. It's because of them. Like real talk. I feel like I probably would have just stopped
If it wasn't for the support.
By November 2022, the Dashie XP2 channel hit 1 million subscribers. Dashie's influence was everywhere, but one of the main influences was when he linked up with Kai Cenat. Kai grew up watching Dashie, so when Dashie pulled up to Kai's live stream to film a ghetto chef episode, people went crazy. The internet broke.
What's good? And what can you cook with that? Where did that come from?
It literally bridged the gap between old YouTube and the new YouTube and Twitch audience, validating Dashie as an absolute legend to millions of new kids. And Dashie still keeps his day one friends close. Unlike fake YouTube friendships, Dashie and Corey X Kenshin are basically family. Even today, they're still hanging out. On June 5th, 2025, Corey and Dashie had a special meet and greet collaboration with GameStop and Nintendo for the Nintendo Switch 2 midnight release.
We watched that.
It got so wild that when the event was over, the fans went crazy for both of them and Dashie and Corey had to run to the car, with Corey accidentally locking Dashie out of the car while he was running away. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, you kinda did him dirty, Corey. By September 8th, 2025, the Dashie Games YouTube channel hit over 7 million subscribers. By the time Dashie hit his late 30s, he realized he couldn't scream at video games forever. He needed an exit strategy, something to turn his channel into an empire. So he started diversifying his business ventures. Dashie got casted in a national TV commercial for the Google Pixel.
Okay, hold up, Cyclops. Hold up, Cyclops. You trying to throw columns at me? You trying to throw columns? Come on, boy. Nah, it's not gonna work.
And he wanted to do voice acting long term. Back in 2017, he was a voice actor in the Transformers Titans Return animated series. We're now nearing the second quarter of 2026, and Dashie has a combined total of 11.2 million subscribers on all three of his YouTube channels, over 600K on TikTok, over 1.3 million on Instagram, and over 4.6 million on X, aka Twitter. Dashie even got multiple awards. In 2018, he was a finalist for the Best in Gaming at the Shorty Awards, and the next year in 2019,
Wait, what? The Shorty Awards. Hold on, Sam. Wait a minute. It's kind of strange. The Shorty Awards? You mean the Stream Awards or the Streamy Awards?
was nominated for the Best Gaming Creator at the Streamy Awards. He didn't win, but being nominated just shows he had an impact on people. Dashie is one of the most successful creators in the industry, and he came a long way. He's making millions at this point. That brings me on to my next segment. How much does Dashie really make? In this section, we'll be calculating.
And this where we leave right here, because we don't pocket change nobody else stuff. But hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow our social media, pop on the screen, or the 500, and I'm out.